Dr. Jones! I had this dream. I was throwing a cocktail party for Yma, the Peruvian singer. This was odd. I mean, I adore her singing, but I've never met Miss Sumac. But even in a dream, it seemed strange that I would be giving her a party. Anyway, she and I were alone in the living room of my apartment on Beekman Place and were getting along famously. Laughing, chatting, any minute other guests were expected. I have no idea, though, who any of the guests are going to be. Still, I had set out hors d'oeuvres all over the place, and on one table I had put a bowl of hot glue. The doorbell rings. I go to answer the door, and there, to my delight, is Ava Gardner. "Darling," she says, "how wonderful of you to have asked me." It's funny, though, because I don't know Ava Gardner either. But in my dream, all of my guests seem to know me very well. Oddly, though, none of them seem to know each other. Anyway, Miss Ava Gardner, I would like you to meet Miss Yma Sumac.
"Oh, no, please,"
says Miss Sumac.
"let us not be so formal, por favor. Let us introduce each guest only by their first name. That way we will all become, how shall I say, amigos."
Fine with me, I think, right? So I introduce the two again. Ava, Yma, I say. The doorbell rings again. The next guest, Abba Eban, the old Israeli foreign minister. I introduce him, and as Miss Sumac asked, I kept things on a first-name basis. Abba Yma, Abba Ava. I start to grin, but nobody finds anything amusing in what I have said. The bell again. It's Una O'Neill, Charlie Chaplin's wife. I bring her into the room. Una Yma, Una Ava, Una Abba. We're all standing in a circle, smiling brightly at each other, but no one is talking very much. The bell again. It's Ugo Betti, the Italian playwright. I bring him into the room. Ugo Yma, Ugo Ava, Ugo Una, Ugo Abba. I quickly fill up everybody's glass of glue. For some reason, I find myself hoping that no other guests have been invited. The doorbell rings again, though. It's Ida Lupino, the actress, and Ulu Grossbard, the movie director. "Ida Ulu, surely you know Yma and Ava. Ida Ulu, Una Abba, Ida Ulu, Ugo." Please let there be no more guests, I whisper to myself. But the doorbell rings again, and everyone stands stony-faced as I usher in the new arrival, the Aga Khan. Folks, I guess you all know the Aga Khan. But there is a dead silence, and I must introduce him. Aga Yma Ava Ida Ulu Abba Una Ugo. I suggest a game of charades. "No," says everyone coldly. I ask Miss Sumac to sing for us. She refuses. I have begun to wish that I had never given this party. My guests stare icily at me. New guests keep arriving. 3 more at the door. Mia, Pharaoh, Pia, Zadora, and Gia Scala. Mia, Pia, Gia, Yma, Ava, Una. Mia, Pia, Gia, Ada, Abba, Ugo, Aga, Ulu. This is a dreadful party. I begin to feel oddly hemmed in. You know, like a guy that's about to be stoned to death. "Am I late?" says Uta Hagen, the actress, breezing in without ringing the doorbell. "No, of course not," I say.
"Please have the common decency to introduce your guests to one another,"
says Yma Sumac angrily. All right, I say. I take a deep breath. Uda Yma, Uda Ava, Uda Una, Uda Ida, Uda Gia, Uda Mia, Uda Pia. Uda Ugo, Uda Aga, Uda Abba, Uda Ulu. I turn to see if this has made Miss Sumac any happier. She coldly ignores me. I have begun to hate her. The doorbell rings again. I feel a chill run down my spine. I pretend not to hear it. Answer that, snaps Yma Sumac. With a sinking heart, I go to the door. And there, standing before me, in top hat, white tie, and tails, is none other than you, Doctor. Dr. Jones. I cried with tears in my eyes. Oh, I'd never been so happy to see anyone in my whole life. I said, "Come in, Dr. Jones." And then I woke up.